Hey friends, okay friends, hey friends, home sweet home. Friends, I know we've all been wondering what would happen if ChatGPT and HubSpot got combined together. Well, Dharmesh has answered this for us. Check it out. So here, this is called ChatSpot. If you go to chatspot.ai, you can join the waitlist to get in this alpha. But I have integrated this with my HubSpot instance, so I can ask it things like create a report of the top 5 countries I have companies in, and it will think for a minute. And there we go. That's pretty good. How about you send that report to me in a monthly email on the 3rd? How about that? Not bad, not bad. Okay, and can you put that report on a Google slide for me? Looking good, looking good. I can open this in slides, and yep, we've got a slide here, and I can edit it and make it look good. Nice. Can you also, how about you put that report into a spreadsheet? Huh? Can you do that? Yeah, no problem. We got a spreadsheet here. We can do whatever we need in a spreadsheet. But really, like, shouldn't I just put it into HubSpot? How about save that report in HubSpot as top 5 countries? Can we do that? Yeah, we can do that. And look, we can open this report, and here it is. All right, we got it. All right, enough reporting. Let's move on to writing a blog post. How about? I believe that LinkedIn is better than Instagram. And if I wasn't sure about this, I could say, why is LinkedIn better than Instagram? And it'll give me some thoughts on this. Okay, and what about, let's get the counter argument, right? Why is Instagram better than LinkedIn? Now, the thing is, bots can give us information, but humans are uniquely capable at producing opinions. So I can read this information, I can decide which one I want, and then I can say, write me a short blog post about why LinkedIn is better than Instagram. And because we're integrated with HubSpot, we can look over this thing and we can just post it to HubSpot. And now if I view in HubSpot, look, here is the beginnings of a blog post. Great. So how about I want an image for this. Create an image of, I don't know, an octopus holding a wrench. How about? Perfect. We will add that to our recent blog post. And if we view in HubSpot, we now have the beginnings of a very promising blog post, which you should absolutely edit and not just publish as it is. Friends, Service Hub is growing up a lot. If you have Service Hub Enterprise, there's now a beta you can opt into that will let you have more than one knowledge base. Check this out. Here I am on the beta management page. This is the beta you're interested in. Create multiple knowledge bases. And if you have opted into that, then when you go to knowledge bases, over here on the left, you're going to see this new little section here where you can see a list of all your knowledge bases and add a new one if you want to. You can have up to 5, and it just works. This is, again, Service Hub Enterprise. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Hey friends, you can now select a preferred language for your call transcriptions. So check this out. This is a beta you're going to want to opt into. It's called Users Can Now Select a Preferred Language for Calls. And this is at the user level. So if we go to our settings here, just in my general global settings, if I go to calling, there is now down here a drop down where I can select the language my calls will be transcribed in. And this is separate from the language HubSpot is in. And look, notice, I'm very excited about the fact that we have different kinds of English. So I know call transcription has not been great for some of my friends in the UK. I would love for you all to try this out and let me know if this makes it better. Hey friends, Customer Journey Analytics is out of beta and it's got some cool new features in it. Check it out. Here I am building a customer journey report. And I've added 3 stages here. I've marked this middle one as optional, so we're seeing these 2 different pathways here. Notice at the bottom, we have more metrics than we used to have. Here's a total conversion, which is the percent of contacts making it from the first stage to the last stage. And then there's a cumulative conversion, which is the percentage of contacts that go through every stage. Then you can see average time to complete journey, average time between steps, and you can mouse over to see a lot of other stuff. Over here, you can now add a lot more interactions than we had before. There's a ton of stuff in here. And you can add these as branches inside of steps. So if you want to look at parallel journeys inside, instead of just adding an additional step, you can say, in this stage, I want it to be someone who did this thing or this thing. We've also added better filtering in here. So in the example of ads interactions, if you want to look at network, you can do is any of Facebook or LinkedIn. We could actually add interactions twice and have one for Facebook and one for LinkedIn to compare those different journeys and how they're doing. Super cool. Last thing I want to show you is you can now rename these stages so that you can make them be called whatever you want them to be called, and that will be reflected on your report. Friends, you can now make your files expire. Check this out. So here I am on the files page, and if I look at the details for this one, you can now just put in an expiration date, and the file will not be available after this date and time. It'll automatically be sent to the trash. Hey friends, inbound calling is now out of beta. You can receive phone calls right inside of HubSpot and answer them and deal with them there. I want to call out a couple features that are either new or that I missed last time I told you about it. So take a look. Here we are on my calling settings. This is just down here. There's calling. And here you have the phone numbers I have set up, and you can get another HubSpot number here. And the thing I want to call out here that is new, when this was first in beta, United States was the only number. And then once I was making some other video and discovered there was a beta for Australia. But look, UK, Netherlands, Finland, Canada, all these are the 6 countries that are currently supported. I'm very excited. If you're in one of these countries, you can now get a HubSpot number and accept calls inside of HubSpot. Super cool. And then just a reminder that if you're going to receive calls, you have to click this button, and that'll open a new tab that'll stay active. And the thing is, if you don't do that, phone calls come in, they get sent to voicemail. You get a voicemail just by default. This apparently existed when I first told you about this beta feature, and I didn't know about it. But the way you find your voicemails, you can add a standard view here called voicemails. And then, look, I left myself a voicemail just a minute ago, and you can preview it, you can listen to it. It's just like any call recording. You get transcriptions here, everything. Hey friends, the cookie management tools inside of HubSpot are really cool. This is now in beta. Check it out. Here I am on the cookie scanner page, which you can get to if you're opted into the beta under marketing, websites, cookie scanning. And your HubSpot domains will appear here by default, and you can click this Scan Now button. But this one's already been scanned. The scan status is complete. So let's just look at what you get. Here is a list of the 10 cookies on the 32 pages that were scanned. And for each of these, you can just click on them, and you can see a description, and you can change their category if you need to. And that's great. The thing that's also really great is if you click this Manage Cookie Blocking button, you can tie all of these cookies to your banner, your cookie banner, so that none of them fire until the visitor has opted in. And when you turn this on, the domain will be scanned on a monthly basis to keep track of new cookies. So all you have to do is click Turn On Cookie Blocking, and you're done. Friends, I love HubSpot. I hope you all know I love HubSpot. Nothing but nice things to say about it. But if I had one piece of feedback, it's that sometimes it's hard to find the report I'm looking for. And this has especially been the case with forms, where you go to the forms tool and it's not there. You go to the custom report builder and you can't do it. Single object report builder, it's tucked away in the analytics tool. Well, we are fixing that, and starting in April, your forms reports are going to be with your forms. So check this out. Here I am inside HubSpot. If we go to reports, analytics tool, this is historically where you've had to go to find your forms reports. Here they are tucked away. There's great information in here that is impossible to get any other way, but it's just been so hard to find. Now, on April 10th, we are moving this right into the forms tool. So right here where you manage and create your forms, you can also analyze your forms, and these analytics reports will be right here. I am so excited for this update, friends. You remember a little while ago, we introduced random samples into lists, and a bunch of you in the comments were like, how do I do like a split into even? And we were like doing math stuff in the comments and hack. No more. There's a new beta for lists where you can now split it into even parts. Check this out. So here I am in a list, and under actions, if you go to random sample, here's what you've had for a little while now if you're opted into the beta. You can just say how many contacts you want or what percent of the contacts you want, and it'll make a new list. But this new feature, if you opt into the beta, is called split list. And you can just say, you can say how many up to 10 splits you want, and you can make them each different sizes if you want, or you can make them all equal by toggling this switch. Hey friends, the collaboration toolbar inside Marketing Hub now has resolvable comments. So check this out. Here I am on the product updates page. This is a beta you'll need to opt into. It's called Resolvable Comments. And once you opt into that, any of the tools that support commenting now have resolvable comments. So if we go to, say, Forms, which is one of the tools that supports this, and if we're looking at this test form here, how about, let's say I want to make a comment on this right here. Hello, can you please take a look at this? And we can comment, and now notice these comments have little checkboxes next to them, right? And if I resolve them, they just go away. But something I think is super cool is if I decide to make another comment, and I comment right here, look, that one's still visible, and I still need you to take a look at this. Look, we can unresolve that original comment and start this thread back up. Friends, you can now hide properties in the property insights thing in the data quality thing. Let me just show you. Here I am in the Data Quality Command Center. This is an Operations Hub Professional and Above feature. It's just here under Reports and Data Management and Data Quality. Here you can see information about your properties, how they're doing. If you go into the Property Insights, you get this list of all your properties, and you can filter them by issues we're identifying with them. If there's a property in here that you know you just don't really care about, you don't really want to be monitoring, you can hide it. And now if we just give this page a quick refresh to make it full effect, it's now moved into this hidden properties tab where it won't clutter up your view here. And if you ever decide, actually, we really want to make sure our birthdays have good data in them, you can show them and it'll be moved back to this properties tab. Hey friends, the tasks view has had tabs along the top for a long time that were based on your task queues, but there was no other way to organize them into views. That now changes, and you can create custom views with filters just like you would for contacts or companies for your tasks. Let's take a look. So here I am on the task page, and there's this filters button where, you know, any filters you've added this way will be here, and you can add them for any task property. There are a lot of different things here, including the queues, which you can see these are my queues up here. But if you want to look at contact time zone or due date or whatever, you can filter them that way, and then you can save it as a view just like you would any other saved view in the CRM. Hey friends, the product team snuck a new feature into workflows. It's been rolling out gradually over the last little while. Some of you have noticed it, but I want to call it out. It's going to be super helpful for those of you who do a lot of branching logic. So check this out. Here I have a workflow that has a fair amount of branching logic. We've done all these if-then branches, right? And there's this cleanup button right here that if I click on it, it'll say, hey, look, visually, this is going to be much simpler if we lay it out this way. Instead of having a bunch of different branches, we can just have one branch with these different outcomes. This does not impact the logic of the workflow at all. It does not impact the outcomes of it. It's just going to make it a lot cleaner and tidier, easier for you as a human to understand. So you can preview this recommendation, see what you think of it, and then if you like it, accept it. This is now out to everyone who has workflows. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions.